This morning, I wake up and I see this post in one of the business women group. Oh, I'm creating this, but would you like to talk to me? There will be no pitching, there will be no selling. Okay. If you're in a business and you're in any business, and if you are not selling, you are hallucinating. It's not a real business. And we women talk about everything in business, self-healing and self-worth and boundaries and this shit and that shit. But when it comes to money, when it comes to selling, we run away. A little story. Few months back, I think it was in August 2025, I went to this networking event. I feel like it was a very local event, and I even little bit forgot. Like, I think I was in gym and I went straight there, and I was just like this. And the women who put it out, I went there, and we, generally networking event, you tell each other about your business. And when I come home, I get a message from the lady who had this networking arranged. It was just that she put it out and we got all that. It was not paid or anything. Everybody bought their coffee and stuff. So she sent me a message and telling her about what she was selling. Okay, I said, okay, I'll have a look. She was selling something about, what was that? It was something related to AI or something. Okay, and then I think next month I released my book, and everyone who I knew, who I had spoken to, I sent them a message that, okay, honey, this is my book. If you would like a copy, let me know. And this particular woman comes back at me and says, it is very unsolicited and all that shit. And we're just like, okay, that is very interesting. I just unfriended her. Because I felt that this is not the person I want in the ecosystem. Like, she was okay to sell me something, but when I said I shared my product, she got upset. And I see this a lot. Women in business, they will do everything, but when it comes to selling, oh my goodness, there is so much comes up, and women don't like to be sold to. Like, okay, if I have a new product, if you are in my ecosystem, I might go invite you personally. Hey, so-and-so, this is my new launch. This is my new program, and this is how it's going to help. Do you want it? Say no and say yes. That is just so simple. If you don't want it, that's okay. That's simply okay. It's your money and you can choose to spend it on or not. But I see that women feel a lot of shame around it. And it also comes from not being comfortable, because they think that selling is bad. Okay, if selling is that bad, how would you like if David Jones says that we are closed? We're not selling. We're not selling. You can look at the product, but we will not sell. You go to Myers, or you go to Brian Things, or you go to any, like, just go to LV or go to Gucci, and they say, Navee, you can have a look at it, but we're not selling you. Have they ever said it? No. And everybody wants to go to LV, don't we? Then what is this double standard? And all those women who are either in businesses or you are running a business, honey, sales cures everything. If you're not selling, you will not survive. And selling is serving. When somebody buys my book and they come and tell me that, Navee, this is how my life changed. And that $10 or $27 or whatever money they spent on that book, that gave them hope, that gave them direction. We spend a lot of money on clothes. We spend a lot of money on jewelry. We spend a lot of money on so many things. But when a woman is trying to sell us, many of us get offended. And many of us have started businesses, but we do not sell because we feel that it's bad. I am so thankful to the lady who sold me this masterclass on relationships. I am so grateful to the person who wrote a book that I bought and that changed my life, that gave me a hope to figure out that relationship works. Love can work. You can find your soulmate. I am so thankful. And even if they today come and ask me that, Navee, I owe you $1 million, I would be happy because that is so much worth to me. And now moving forward, more and more women are starting businesses. They start a business, and when even I started business, look, I started my business like 3 years ago, okay? I had this little dating program. I did this dating course for $300. And I remember that my first client, she paid $300, and that's also Australian. I used to charge in Australian dollars then because I was very small. I was working full time in my training job. I was a trainer in TAFE, and then this little like $300, $400, and I had to learn how to sell. Initially in the beginning, I thought, you just push, you just tell the person how great is my product and they will just buy, put them in the corner, okay? And I remember I didn't like it. I wanted to sell because when somebody bought a course and they did the course with me and they will tell me, Navee, oh, it changed my life. I am, getting better guys, and now I know that I can find a partner I want to. But I wanted to feel good about the process. So I remember meeting someone, and she is very good at sales, and bless her. I actually spoke to her and we got on a call. I think I was in a program where I met her. She was doing a masterclass, and she actually, when she was on the call, she sold it to me, which I knew it's going to happen because I needed help, because I wanted to sell in a way that uplifts the front person who is buying and the person who is selling, that's me. Because I knew that, the olden ways of like where, you just basically beg and chase on the call. And this lady did actually, she's a very powerful woman, and I felt that I was asked to make a decision, which I wanted to, but at the same time, I feel like that time I had invested so much money, and my sales were not great. I didn't had many clients. So anyway, I went back and I talked to my husband, and my husband said, Navee, if this is what you want, if you need even help, I can help you. If you want that, this will help. Because I was very sure that this woman can help me. And I think I paid $5,000 to her. And that's from where the things change. Because I had 2 sessions with her. She actually helped me to see selling as life-changing. To see selling as something that is service. And I felt that I healed so much money trauma, so much, because when you tell someone that this is my product, it requires a lot of confidence. And also not to convince them, but to show them that, okay, this is where you are, this is where you want to go, and this is how my program can take you. And I learned a lot, and I still go back and watch the videos whenever I feel like there is a person on the call who had an objection which I could have handled better. And I'm still learning. I'm not perfect. I'm still learning, but I feel so much triggered when women say that, oh, we'll do all of this, but there is no selling. Why not? Are you hallucinating? Is this a charity? And that's what same we do with men. Because, look, I'm a love coach. I cannot leave the men away. And this is what we need to learn from men. Because selling is being okay to be seen. You like my product? That's also okay. If you don't like my product, that's also okay. And in selling, you learn to say no. Sometimes your fears are big, or maybe you know, something, whatever reason is. And sometimes, people's head are in more, okay, how much money I'm going to lose. It's not about losing, it's investing. And if you believe, and I'm not saying that buy from everybody, buy from the person you see that they embody that, I will, if I am investing in a course, if that person, suppose that person doesn't have a good revenue generating business, I'll not buy from them. That's my value. Because that person has to be at that level. So that's what I started my business when I was dating Jordan. We were not engaged. And I didn't put it out much there because I felt a little bit of imposter that, I'm not married to him yet. And once we got married, which was not like we got engaged and I knew what worked and all of this, but I was still sort of like, it's okay. But once we got married, because I wanted to embody that what I was teaching fully. Though it's a process, and sometimes you start before you're ready, and that's completely okay, as long as you value what you do. And women need to learn make more money. And anybody who wants to, even if you work in corporate, even if you are in some sort of business, honey, you need to learn to sell yourself. Not physically, but means that, okay, if you want a promotion, you need to know that how to negotiate. If you want a salary raise, you need to learn how to negotiate, because men knows that. Men never think, like I always give an example that my husband went and in few hours he bought a Tesla, 60 grand, not even thought once. And that's confidence. And I respect that. And that moment I thought, Navee, you want to be in that place where you can do the same. Though I might not go buy a car, but when I make a decision, investment decision, or I am investing in stocks or anything, I want to be able to take that decision. And I am able to take that decision. So I know that I'm a love coach. I'm not a sales girl. I do not teach selling. But in a way, I teach selling to present yourself in dating world around men that you are not shut down. End of the day, we, all human beings, are something. And a man cannot give you all of his and cannot treat you well, cannot ask you out on a date if he doesn't know if you're available or you are approachable. And that is almost like selling. Many people you see, Tony Robbins or anyone you admire, they have one quality in common. Sheikh Zarina, I will answer your question. That they knew how to sell, and also they understood that selling is serving. That's why I don't mind to be sold. I get, many times I'll get like, people won't even say hello and they will pitch me. That's okay. I'll just say I'm not interested. I like, them to understand me. And once I knew that I want their product, I'll buy it. Because if I believe that it's going to help me. So, and when you start selling, it also questions your money mindset, like how you do money. And money is one of the biggest reason of the divorces on this planet. So it helps you multi-way. Now, I'm going to come back to the relationship. This is enough business lesson for today. I just want you to, if you have a business, you have something, go and sell. Sometimes women hide behind their work because they have so much fear around telling anyone, oh, this is what I have. Would you like to buy? And this is also fear of rejection. And that stops women from dating because they think that, they go on a date, this is going to work. And when the guy doesn't pursue, they feel rejected. Honey, it's not about you. Maybe you're just like, he did a favor to you. Maybe it's like, it's good that he said it. Or even if he didn't say it, he just didn't text you, didn't call you, there is also a message. And take it and don't make it about it. There is plenty of options out there. We're in a long distance relationship. Sheikh Zarina, I am not a fan of long distance. Long distance is virtual relationships. And it also demonstrates that unless you're married, in dating situations, long distance doesn't work in women's favor. You just talk, you be in a virtual relationship. It's not real relationship. And I know it hurts, but it's not reality. And also distance is like for people who are emotionally unavailable. Why wouldn't you not want to go out date in your area? There are enough men. I hesitate to sell my paintings as I don't know how to sell my talent. Lovely question, Aparna. Honey, next time somebody comes and they admire your painting and they just say, oh, that's beautiful. And just say, oh, like, we need to start. We need to talk about this. And tell them that, oh, would you like to buy it? Just say it. And I know that it's going to bring a lot of fear when you say, would you like to buy it? And they might say no, but that's okay. That's totally okay. You just have to say, would you like to buy it? And I would also say, Aparna, I started business lessons. Look, I think you need to make a page or something where you put your painting so people can know about it, that this stuff is available for selling. Either you, or even if you do exhibitions or something, whatever, like on very small level, if you're new to the business, I feel just make an Instagram page or Facebook page, put your paintings out there, talk about your paintings, like, whatever you paint, it has feeling, it has emotions, because paintings are very beautiful. Like, I have a painting here in my house, like it's a Maldives painting that I got way before we got married, and then we went to Maldives. Yeah, great. Talk about your paintings on there. Just start talking about your paintings. If you have a physical product, like, suppose I have a journal here. So just take that painting in your hand and start making reels with that. Like, tell them that what is this painting about? Because everything we see, it's about emotions. Okay, let's come back to relationships. And basically, dating is healing. And yesterday I was reading the book Conversation with Gods, part 1. I read something beautiful, which I believed always, but he put it in a very good word. He says that a relationship is an opportunity for healing and growing. And I believe the more you go deep in yourself, you go deeper in your relationships. All these women who say, I attract emotionally unavailable men. Honey, you are emotionally unavailable somewhere. And I'm coming to long distance. Excuse me, ladies, and sorry if I'm hurting your feelings, but I have to say it. Long distance relationships are virtual relationships. They have only 1% of them succeed, and that's also requires a lot of effort. And I do feel that many times people date in long distance, they don't get to know each other that easily. And they don't know each other, and that's when this doesn't work out. If you really want to build a beautiful, meaningful relationship, please go out and date. Go on more and more dates. And I know that this brings fears, you don't feel safe. And I have a very little masterclass with the book that is just for $27. You can buy that book and the masterclass, because that masterclass let's talk about the book first. So book is a dating story. So not only the story, but at the end you will uh, I'll give you some reflective questions where I talk about, like, okay, how do you act when a guy doesn't call you after the date? How do you be on the date? So that book actually gives you a roadmap to dating. And especially for women who feel that dating is not fun for them, that book will help you make dating fun. And when you're having fun, there is a higher and faster chance for you to meet the man you want. It also includes a little masterclass, which is the new edition. Old book didn't had the masterclass. Now I have put a masterclass because I wanted to connect to the lady who is buying my book, to really see me, and that is deselecting men. So I give you all the criteria, the men you shouldn't be dating. Because when you remove who you shouldn't be dating, you get a clarity around who you should be dating. And when you date the right guy, men who treat you with respect, men who want to invest, men who want to build a meaningful relationship, dating gets very easy. And how can you buy it? You can just message me dating, the word dating, and I will send you the link to my ACC Love Formula. That is book and the masterclass. It's just $27, and you can get taste of my work, and you can also see that how this little tool is going to change how you date, and it's going to give you the result you want in the dating. Like, it's going to give you so much clarity on, okay, how to date, because most of women don't know how to date. They're just throwing spaghetti on the wall. And when, especially smart and successful women who have less time, so they just go on 1 date, 2 date, this guy ghosted, and they're not getting anywhere. You're just collecting heartbreaks. Stop collecting heartbreaks. Now it's time. I was about to go to gym, but I just felt triggered by that selling. No selling. Why not selling? Go sell. If you have anything, go sell. When you have money, you can help so many other women. A woman with money can help so many other women. We can help women who are struggling in domestic violence. I have always felt like I have some sisters who are in bad relationships. Few of my childhood friends, got divorced, couldn't date, couldn't find people, good man. And once in a while I go help them, and I can only help because when I make my own money. Yeah, my husband is so generous. If I ask him to do that, he will do that. But it feels good to have my own money. And look, having a man is beautiful. I love having Jordan. I love how he always says, "Oh, Navee, if you need anything, let me know." And I feel so taken care of when I don't have to worry about bills, anything. But at the same time, I love making my own money. And anytime a woman buys a product from me, I know that her life changes. Anytime a client comes to a group program, I know that they get so much value. If someone pays me $3,000, they get so much value out of me, and I know that my work changes lives because it changed my life. So, honey, this is the message for today, and I want you to feel good about selling. I want you to feel good about dating. And for that, you need a little bit of training. And for dating, I don't have a training for selling, but you can watch me. You can go look at my Instagram, and you can just see how I do it. I say it what I want to say, even if I'm scared, even if I feel icky about it. I just said to you that I have a product, and I know that $27 you invest in that program, that's you're going to come and tell me, Navee, how it's changed your life. I know that. So, and also putting yourself in the rooms and where you want to be, like making those decisions which takes you to where your goal is. If the goal is to find love, or the goal is to make more money, and we can have both. Yes. Look, I love both. I love men and money both. And they both make me very, very happy. Now I'm going to go. Thank you so much for your time. And I would love for you if you are single and smart, successful, and you're having challenges in dating, come talk to me in the inbox. Or you can buy my ACC Love Formula that has masterclass and a book, and go fly high in dating. Or you're in a relationship, come talk to me in the message box. And don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to share it, because even if one woman hears it and she goes sell a product and she makes money to feed her children, I feel that I would have done my work on the planet. And if this helps you to date better and get treated better by men, it would make me so happy. So keep spreading the love, share it, like it, comment it, so every woman who needs to hear it can hear it. Bye-bye. Now I need to go exercise. Love you all, and you all are beautiful the way you are. Okay? Let's look, if you don't like someone, that's okay. But don't be mean to her. Don't be mean to ladies. You can be mean to little bit to the men, but don't mean to be ladies. Yes, asking question is great. Ask questions. Get curious. But just picking somebody apart, like somebody tried to do it with me yesterday, it's okay. I know she was triggered because she thought, how the F you have guts to build this and sell this and make money. Like, it was not about how I look. It was about, how dare you? And that's why let's do more work, and let's every man and woman tell you, how dare you? Because once they ask you, how dare you, it means you're doing something right. Bye-bye.